Hey guys, good morning and welcome to On the Mic with the M.
Auntie.
Today discussion, haha, it's about having kids, abortions, keeping a kid, not having a, keeping a kid. We just gonna get into it. Uh, T.
All right. So this discussion kind of got us stumped already. All right.
Uh-huh.
So we're wondering what happens, right? We've made all the decisions together. We decided together to go out together, right? We decided to date. We both made that choice, right? We decided to go to the next step.
Yep.
We both chose that.
Yes.
Okay. That next step ended up into the bedroom, right? We both decided
Yes.
to
Both.
go into the bedroom.
Yes.
Okay. We did whatever we did in the bedroom, and we had a great time.
Great time.
Right? We did.
Smoke
We
a
did
cigarette
that.
after it.
Yeah.
Have a drink. Woo.
Woo!
Yes.
Did that. It was great. It was
Great.
great, right?
Great. Yes.
We walked away. We both decided to walk away.
Yes.
Okay. A few weeks later, I got to feeling a little crazy, a little different, right? Biologically, right? Physically, I got to feeling a little different. Okay. I was like, and my best friend didn't show up, right? I said, okay, something not right down there. My best friend didn't come through. Went to the local CVS, Walgreens, whatever you want to call it, did a little at-home test. I said, positive, she's pregnant. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. All righty.
So today's question is, what do we do when I find out, or when the woman finds out that she's pregnant? Who decides what's the next move?
Ooh.
Because up until now, we've both decided everything together, right?
Yes. Yes.
But here is a scenario, here is the one time where, based off of what I do, we can either move independently, together, or together, right?
Yes.
So who has the right to say what?
Oh.
Where we at with this? I'm pregnant. I pick up the phone. Hey, Malcolm. How you doing? It's been a minute.
Yeah, what's happening? What's going on? What's going on?
You know, I just wanted to let you know that I'm pregnant and you the daddy.
Click. I'm hanging that motherfucker up. I ain't.
No, so you already know them numbers. I gotta call it back real fast. Hey, we got disconnected. We got.
Yeah. You know what? My head, my something hit the phone and I got disconnected.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, I swear I heard. I swear. Okay. Did you say that you pregnant?
Yeah, we having a baby.
You said you having a baby?
We having a baby.
Whoa. Okay. First of all, I don't know how that happened. Okay, I know we talked. We talked about a whole lot of things. We kicked about, what you like to eat and where you want to go and what you're looking for in the future and all that
You
stuff.
still taking me to Paris?
Well,
Because we done talked about dreams. Now we in love.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yeah. So now we're like, oh, okay. Now this kid situation has changed because I told you I wasn't right. I wasn't ready. I told you down the road.
But you got 9 months down the road.
But no. We're talking about,
It's
Paris.
almost 10. It's like 9.5.
Yeah, I hear you all that.
The baby would love to go to Paris.
Yeah, but see right now, baby ain't going to Paris. Because right now, you know how expensive babies are? And I told you I wasn't ready. My money wasn't right. I ain't really mentally ready. I'm still trying to figure out who I am.
What you saying?
We got to talk about this because, I know you don't really want to have the baby,
For
right?
me, it's nothing to talk about. This is my baby. I mean, what are you saying?
Well,
it's nothing to talk about.
Well, see, here's the thing. I told you in the beginning, baby's down the road. I ain't say right now. I said the road.
You saying you don't want my baby? That's what you're saying.
I said I ain't ready for it.
No, you saying you don't want my baby because I feel like that's what you're saying.
See,
so you don't want my baby? Is that what you're trying to say? So you want? You want me to get rid of my baby? Is that what you're trying to say?
We have to look at all the options. You have to look at everything. Because
Is my eyebrows switching? My eyebrows, I'm doing too much.
see, right now, right now, I ain't really seeing a baby in my future right now. I ain't really seeing. I see Paris in the future. I see, fine dining and all that stuff. But babies, I ain't ready. I ain't really ready for it. I think maybe I'm just gonna make the suggestion. Maybe we think of another thing. Maybe you won't keep it. You ever thought about adoption? Mm-hmm. You ever thought about that?
This is normally what happens. All of the options.
Because I'm sweating.
Yeah.
What you don't
bullets. I'm about to pass you a napkin.
They ain't no napkins. I'm grabbing a whole towel. Because this point, fuck a napkin. I got a whole bundle, a whole goddamn roll of towels just dipping my damn forehead because I'm thinking, what the fuck? What happened? Mm-hmm. We had this discussion. I ain't ready for a kid. Not now. Down the road, I got to see how this is going to work out. Because again, my money ain't right. My mentally I ain't right. And we still new. I don't really know you. We talked about stuff, but I don't really know you.
But you knew me enough to know my body.
Yeah, but you told me you protected. Did we have that protect? Did we have discussion about we protected?
What did it fail? It normally fails people. Is that what happens? People are just having, we're not protected. We didn't do it protected, right? Let's just be real.
We didn't protect. I thought, that
we all agreed, right?
Yeah, we all agreed. And at that moment, I was past that point of no return.
Because you said it was in the car, but I was like, nah, you ain't got to worry about going to go get it.
You said that? I was good. I was like, okay, I ain't got to do that.
So what you assumed I was on the pill at that point?
I had to.
Oh, okay.
You told me, don't worry about it. So that means you had to be on the pill.
No, because I thought your pull-out game, remember from the last one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was on point. It was on point.
But then you called me at I remember, and after that, you told me in my back of my mind, I said, bro, you could pull, but she said she was good. So go on, let it happen. Go on, proceed. Go on. We're going to go ahead and keep on going the way we're doing, and we're good. I'm going to go home, we're going to wash up, and we're going to continue like everything is going on great. But now you done throw a monkey wrench in this. Because now I'm thinking, is this something you planned? Did you want a kid?
Is that where the mindset goes for the man?
That's why, as a man, I would think, unless I said, girl, I'm going to give you a baby, then I know at that point that if it happens, I said it and I meant it. So, okay, if it happens, okay, now my mindset is different. So, okay, now I'm looking forward to having a kid. But if I didn't plan on having a kid, kids plan on having a kid, that should never really come up. Right? Because I talked to you, you say you were protected and all that. So
no, I didn't say I was protected. I just said it was okay. That you had left the condom outside in the car.
See, but as a man, I'm taking that as you good.
I took it as you was good.
See, so right there, good for you and good for me are two different words.
Two totally different concepts, right?
We took it and we listened. We heard we want to hear, and now it's like good to me. When you say you're good, I can do what I want to do, and there's no repercussion.
I like that we both heard what we wanted to hear.
Yes.
Because that when we have to sit in the truth of when we engage with someone who we're feeling like with, because clearly if you didn't know the girl long enough, it wasn't love, right?
No.
You're in like with each other, right?
Yes, I'm infatuated with her. I think I want to probably holler at her, move forward with something.
Yeah, you're not exactly in the proper mindset.
I am not. What I'm telling you, what I'm not thinking about is the diapers and the child care and everything associated, and the emotional part of it that for the kid and for you.
Yes.
Because that's another part of it that me as a man have to be ready to handle. And if I'm not ready to handle that, if I didn't expect that, then all of a sudden I'm starting to think differently. I'm thinking like
did she plan this? Almost
exactly.
Because I couldn't understand why men always felt like they were being trapped. If the ending result is a baby, where you came to kind of play in this playground, you didn't wear a cover of any sort in the playground, and then you're weirded out that you walked away with a baby. That's what happens when you come to play here.
Yes.
And you don't protect yourself.
Yes.
But you all feel like if we didn't protect ourselves and you didn't protect yourself, I didn't protect myself, and it ends in a baby, then naturally you should not want to have the baby because that's not what we went inside the bed for.
No, we went for fun and games. I didn't go there to bring in a mouth, a responsibility. I don't want that. I really don't. I mean, think about it. We just kicking it. We really kicking it. We having fun, but to have a baby by you takes a commitment. And right now, I can't. I just met you, so I can't really be totally committed to you. It's not like we've been dating for 5-6 years. If we've been dating for a few months and all of a sudden be here, how do I know you weren't messing with someone else before me? Mm-hmm. How do I know that it was another dude that came in after I left and came in and did this? Mm-hmm. How do I know it's my kid? Because now I'm going to think like, how do I really know it's my kid? I just met her. I really don't know her. So she could be out there hitting them streets. You could be out there just dropping draws all over the place. And then you're going to look at me because I got it going on. Good guy, got a job, like I'm responsible. So now I have to think twice. Are you really the lady that I thought you were, or you just out there winging it and I have to be the sucker that got caught?
Okay, so now we have doubt.
Oh yeah.
So now we got doubt.
We got doubt.
That is even your baby. So now at first I tried to trap you, and now you have doubt that it's even
I got doubt.
me.
Women would do things and do certain things and wouldn't even feel too bad about it. But for us, we don't know. You could have sex with 5-6 guys that same night. How would I know? Because if I left your house, let's say I left your house at 1 o'clock.
In the afternoon?
It said, in the morning.
Okay.
And I go home, and I say, okay, boo, I'm good. You could say, yeah, you know what? He left early. I'm going to call my other boo. He come over. By 3, he gone. I still need some more. I'm going to call my other boo.
That's a lot of more. That's a lot.
And so, I don't know. I left at 1. Who the fuck? How do I know how many other people end up in your bed? And you're not going to tell me that because the second dude may just got out of jail. The other guy may not have a goddamn thing. He may look good, but he ain't got nothing. So, I'm the fool. I'm the fall guy because I got it going on. Yeah.
You said you the catch.
The bum, the loser, or the guy with a job. Which one do I want to have a baby by? Let's grab this guy. Because I know the other two, I'm going to have to chase them down forever to get a dime to take care of this baby. But this guy, he works. He's responsible. I got to have a baby. He the daddy.
Okay, so you saying y'all worried about being in the trick bag.
Hell yeah. I don't want to be, listen.
That's because y'all playing around with that. Ultimately, it just might come down to the playing in the field. The fact that we're playing around and it's not nothing to be played around with.
Exactly. Yeah. And nobody, again, you enter this thing saying, you know what? She says she's good. Mm-hmm. Now, if you were a truly responsible dude who said, you know what? She says that, but there's still a possibility.
What does that mean? How about that? If she says that, ask her further. What does that mean? You good? Good like what? You on birth control? What type? Why wouldn't you want to know what type of birth control the person you sleeping with is on?
Well, here's the thing. I shouldn't care. Because my thing is, you should know. We're playing this game. You should know what I mean by, you good? I shouldn't have to say, are you taking pills? Or you got a diaphragm?
You get to know someone. I would assume you would want to get to know someone at least a little bit more than you good. What that mean?
Well, listen. We were talking about hormones kicking in now. So, you say you good?
So to me, then don't ask me which way I'm going with this baby then. Because you didn't even care to know me enough. Then why'd you care enough to not influence my decision? Like just being just in this moment, that would be how I would feel.
Yeah.
Because if the respect is not there, or just the willingness to get to know a girl more than something that's superficial, why would I need you to influence, whether I set you up or not, whether I lied to you or not? So what? You was only there for thrills and frills. Oh, well, you played the game and, the game played you out. Moving on to the next.
Okay. So now we're at this point. So my question is, okay, if I say, yeah, you're pregnant, but what that guy do with me or what you're going to do, because I'm going to say what you're going to do, because I can't control your ultimate decision.
Right.
All I can tell you is how I feel about it, and I feel like I can't. I don't want a kid. Mm-hmm. To be honest, all jokes aside, I don't want a kid. I'm all for the thrills and kicks and stuff and shit. I don't want no kid. I can't afford a kid. Okay. I'm not mature enough to have a kid. I don't want a kid.
Okay.
So what you gonna do?
That's respectable, but it's my baby. Why would I just get rid of my baby because you're not ready now?
See, but then again, you know how hard it is for having a baby. So why you want to put yourself through that? Why you want to do all that? Because I already told you I don't want it, so it's gonna fall on you. So I could help every now and then. If you need a little something, I can probably break you off and buy some Pampers here, some Similac there, some clothes.
So that right there, does that give a little bit of uncertainty to the woman as far as what you want to do with the baby? Because you already identified to me that you don't want the child, right?
Nope, don't want it.
And now you're saying I can do small things, but I just can't be a full-time father.
No.
So do you think I would go home and internalize that as, or maybe he changed his mind later just because he said he can do some things for the baby, just not all things? Maybe he just not ready now. Because I think there's certain cues that men give to women that women perhaps internalize a little bit different than what you gave off or intend to give off, right?
That's true. That's very true. Because again, as a guy, if I tell you I'm not ready for a child and I blatantly say, okay, yeah, we talked about it, I don't want a child, you pretty much know where I stand. I don't want a child. So really it's up to you what you're going to do with the baby.
But are you a bum?
No, I'm not a bum.
Okay.
I'm just.
Oh, no, I want your baby then, boo.
I just.
You already know your babies be wanted. You're in high demand, sir. So you got to tread carefully. You got to tread more carefully.
Yeah, because I ain't trying to get caught like that.
Yeah.
And if you do decide to have it, I wish you well. And again, if you need something.
You ain't got to wish me nothing. You just got to respond to that court paper.
Why you got to take the court?
That's what it ultimately boils down to. Because you're telling somebody you're going to wish them well on their journey of raising your kid on their own. It won't happen. It shouldn't happen. It just shouldn't happen like that.
But what's funny is that I feel like that's why we have a lot of issues in our community is that kind of half-speech conversation. Because as a guy, if I say to you explicitly, best of luck. Like you said, you better expect to get that court paper.
You absolutely
next.
should.
You should, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's the next order.
It's the next logical step.
Do what is proper. It's just like a guy who's having an issue with his baby mother, who he and her has not established custody agreements through the courts, and he's being denied custody or visitations or just seeing his child. He needs to let her know. He don't even have to let her know. He can go down to the courts and get proper proceedings in order to establish custody, to then establish some bit of visitation, because you are allowing someone to keep you from something. Just because court is the next proper order doesn't mean it's something bad.
That's true. Yeah, and you're right, because at this point, the baby still has to be taken care of. But why should I, the guy, be the guy that told you I don't want a child? Why I got to pay for it? Because you're gonna keep it. I can help you out here. You got mama, you got your family can help you. Why I can give you a little something because you want the baby. I don't want it. So why are you gonna take me down to court to force me to take care of this baby when I don't really want it? Yeah,
that's it. Because forcing you is the only option. Like, you created the baby. This is a really hard one, because you're saying with purely that I came, shot the party up, and I don't want to worry about none of the bodies that drop. It's foolish and immature for you to, in my opinion, based off of the information that I have today, to say that I'm going to come to a woman after I shot the party, because you damn sure shot the party up.
Oh yeah, I shot the party.
Yeah. Duke had a blast doing it.
Yep, sure did.
Had a blast, and I enjoyed it too, by the way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it did take
Everybody
two to
enjoyed
tangle.
themselves.
Yeah. But it was your bullets. You shot the party up. Shit dropped. There's your shit that dropped. Nigga, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Well, see,
with
now-
your immature self. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Come on.
The thing is, though,
Come on. You
to be
should have
honest,
covered that thing up.
I'm starting to think about: are you really the chick I thought you were?
No.
You
no,
know, I
no,
think
because
right
you don't
now,
even know me. You don't even know me. You only been dating me. You ain't even in real life been dating me. You've only been getting to know me for the last 3 months. So absolutely, I'm not the girl that you that you've met or that you thought I was, because you kept assuming that I was what you wanted me to be. Because we're still in that twilight phase, right?
Yeah.
We're still lusting on each other.
But see, now now it's changed my look. It's changed my outlook of you. Because now, since we had this particular impasse, I'm gonna look at you differently.
Yeah, because now I have to hold you accountable.
And at this point, I didn't ask to become accountable. I didn't ask for this.
So
I
now
just asked
I'm
for the fun
looking
of the
at
game.
you different.
Yes, I'm definitely at you different. I'm going to look at what motives did you have, because did you come into this like I'm gonna get pregnant by him so I can get him
Somehow,
locked
am I going to take his liquid gold up out of him and force it up inside of me and make it go hit the egg, boom, right on the head? Gotcha, bitch. No, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
But see,
okay?
the thing is now, I don't know what your motive is.
But my motive was to steal your liquid gold, even though you were probably on top, and it's my fault. How did I have a motive? My only motive was fun. Same as yours.
Yes,
we were having a great
But you
time.
told me you were protected. If that was the case,
No, I said it was fine. I said it's okay because you said your pull-out game was what? Strong.
Strong. Yeah, but now
And now look at us. We can't even decide on what to decide.
no. So now
And you talking about I trapped you.
you trapped me. So and you tell me you're gonna keep the baby.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping the baby. That's the trap.
So
That's the trap.
So why did you keep it? So what's the purpose you could keep this baby? You
It's
know
mine.
but you know I ain't gonna be there. So now
It's
what?
my baby. You will be there, and I'm gonna make sure you're gonna be there. The court's gonna order it.
You gonna fucking force me?
Yeah,
man?
force you. Yeah.
See, you
Yeah.
just like all them other bitches out there.
Yeah,
now,
yeah, just
now-
like all of you. You call me out my name? Yeah. So now you create a frenzy, right? And it all stems back to just not getting to know each other.
and understanding the game you're in. Understanding the rules of the game.
Yeah, because there are rules to it. You go up and play and shoot up in somebody's house. No one's governing who does what, who says what, who can do what, right?
Exactly. No, we're not.
So it's fair. So we are real life stuck to insult each other.
Because
to
now
try-
emotionally, I'm
'cause-
emotionally fucked. I
Yeah.
try reasoning with you.
Yeah.
I try saying I'm not.
And I tried to reason with you back, right? And
You did.
you couldn't snatch up any of my reasoning, and I couldn't snatch up any of yours. So the result is now I'm frustrated, and now I insult you, and in turn now I disrespect you, and now we have this relationship that is just up in flames,
Yes.
which used to be lust filled, right?
Used to be. Yes.
Used to be,
Yes.
but now it's just tattered and torn, just because we couldn't even agree to something. Which way we gonna go with this?
And now, as a man, I'm like, oh shit, her mind, she's set on having this baby. Because now for me, it's like she's set on having her baby. So,
And that offends you.
Yes, because you know, I done told you I don't want it, and you say I'm going to have it. So you're telling me to accept my decision. I have to accept your decision. I can't do nothing about it.
No. See, you said two things. One, you said to accept my decision, and then the other one was accept your decision, right? No, I want you to accept your decision. Your decision was to shoot the party up.
Yeah, it was.
And that's all I want you to do is to accept your decision, not my decision, because the decision has been made even before I even picked up that phone and called you up.
Yeah, That's true.
The reality of it is that the choice had been made. Now, whether, and again, you made your due diligence and said, hey, let's have a birth control conversation. Because bitches out here real live be faking like they on birth control because you got enough sense. Because you're going to assume that if you're having sex, then you got some sense.
Yes, you would think.
You would think that you have some sense to know the person that you laying down with, and especially if you laying down with a raw.
And you just met her, which is the other, as stupid ass decision a lot of men do. You just met this chick. Mm-hmm. You're getting, things start moving to a certain level. As a man, as a grown, responsible man, you should say, we're reaching to a point that I think we're going to be doing some things.
Yep.
So I'm going to protect me because pregnancy is just part of it.
Yes. It's just one factor
that's one
that
factor.
happens in the bedroom.
Yeah, you could have some sort of disease. You could have herpes, gonorrhea, any kind of shit. But me as a man, if I'm stupid enough to say, oh, she look like she clean because you look good.
Yeah.
Now, because if you don't look good, I may take that opportunity to protect myself because I'm going to get caught with this situation. But you look good. You look clean. You look healthy. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with the flow. And then I get caught. Oh, shit. That's your fault. No, it really is my fault.
As adults playing in the adult world, you have to be accountable for you and your actions. And what you brought to the table. So I can't be a woman and I walk away from the bedroom and be like, he got me pregnant. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he got me pregnant. I can't believe he got me pregnant. How? He didn't just like get you pregnant and I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't know that was going to happen. How you didn't know that was going to happen?
Exactly.
How you didn't know it was going to happen?
Exactly.
Did he rape you? I'm confused. Were you asleep? I'm confused. What's happening? Because we're using words and they're together and it's not making sense. She trapped me. He got me pregnant. Y'all got pregnant.
Together. But
he couldn't have got you pregnant by himself. Y'all got pregnant together. She didn't trap you. Y'all made a baby together.
Yes. And now you start to think about, as a guy, the responsibility part and the financial part of it. And the third thing is, I now got to be connected to you for the rest of my life. I have to be connected to you.
You really have to be careful with who you decide and choose to have children with, because that connection does not go away.
No.
I mean,
and
your child could be 30.
Doesn't go away.
Still going to, their mom's still going to be in the background.
Yep.
You're still going to have to hear about how her mother's doing because it's going to weigh on your child.
Exactly.
So you're going to spend a lifetime still being connected to this person. You want to cut ties down as much as you can. I don't want nothing to do with your mother. As soon as her mother getting on her nerve, now you need to know what's going on with her mother and why she's getting on her nerves. If someone influential in your child's life, you need to know what's happening.
You should. But here's another thing. As a guy, if let's say I'm just somehow in my mind, I am not gonna be a father. I had this kid, whatever. I'm gonna pay you a little money. I'm gonna pay you your funky ass money, so you can leave me alone.
Yeah.
But other than that,
you're gonna play the child support game, but not visitation.
No, because I ain't want him in the first place. I ain't want him or her in the first place. So since we're gonna go in that route, you made the decision to keep the baby. Take me to court. Let me pay what I gotta pay, and you do what you need to do, and just leave me alone. Just as long as your money comes, you shouldn't have to contact me about nothing. So now, I've basically told you move on and go on with that. You're now gonna say, oh, my assumption is gonna be, oh, he basically said, fuck you, and feed your beans, and here's your little funky ass money, and don't contact him. So now, I would assume you're gonna be pissed off, like, oh, he don't have nothing to do with the baby, because the baby gonna grow. The baby gonna ask a question, where's daddy at? Now, as a mother, you could do one or two things. You could say, you know what, I'm not gonna say anything, and just let the kid find out for himself. Or I could say that sorry son of a bitch, all he does is pay child support. He don't have nothing to do with you. He didn't even want you. Now, I'm gonna assume that you telling that kid that. So you already poisoned the kid. Because I know you already told him I'm a piece of shit. Because I ain't with you. So now, whatever. You can say anything to me. As long as I'm paying your ass, we shouldn't have no problems. So you deal with that. I don't even want to deal with it. Because I knew you badmouthed me with that kid. So you deal whatever happens. If he grows up and gets fucked up, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Because that's your responsibility. You accepted it. I told you I don't want nothing to do with it. You accepted it. Roll with it. Don't ask me about shit. If something happens, don't call me about nothing. Just take that money and do what you got to do with it.
And the man thinks that that's the woman's fault, or like because
Gotta
I
be your
said,
fault. Got to be your fault.
that's an interesting concept.
Because again, he's with you. He or she is with you.
And what you choosing to put inside his head is up to you. Also, the fact that there's no other factor working on the child,
No,
and that's your fault.
See, and why I gotta be my fault?
Yeah, because we have a balancing act there.
See, and for me, I'm just gonna look at it as that's your situation, your problem. You deal with it, and because I done told you. And now, as a guy, I'm gonna feel a certain way moving forward about other women because you caught me that way. So now I'm like, oh shit, she caught me. I didn't think she would be that kind of woman. But now
Somehow, right?
Yeah,
We
you're
become
that
that type of woman.
You're that kind of woman.
Yeah,
My mama
and you
told me about
became
women like
your
you.
that type of man. I didn't think he'd be that type of man.
See,
Yeah.
but my mama told me about women like you.
Yeah, Mama
I didn't
told
think
me
he was
about
that
men
type.
like you.
See,
Yeah.
and she told me that. Said, they ain't your. Now the other thing, I'm definitely gonna DNA. I don't even think it's mine.
But do men actually do that?
They should.
Get DNA tests?
They should. Here's the thing: if she's gonna take you to court, you have to make sure that that's your kid because there are men who are paying for kids right now as we speak, and those kids are found not to be theirs. And depending on the state they're in, if you find out after the fact that kid is not yours and that name's on the birth certificate, you are still responsible for paying for that kid's care until he's 18 or graduate from college. So that poor man, that poor sucker.
That's not a poor sucker. That was an irresponsible person. You know it.
But see,
Somebody subpoenaed them for child support and they did not go get a DNA test. Because
you
know what they said? They said, you know what? I actually did shoot up the party. It actually is a chance that it's me. And go ahead and pay this little coin. Remember when you named them out earlier? The little list that old girl got coming over? They know
Yes.
damn well they was part of that list.
yeah, that's part of that body count.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that-
that's why they showed up and took those stripes because they knew it was a chance that in real life could have been them because they know they shot the party up. You wouldn't come and pay child support and accept that order without a DNA test if you know that you did not real life go inside of her and have a field day. Because you'd be like, that's not my job. No,
Yeah.
we got to get a DNA test because this is automatically negative. Oh, boy said, I'm not paying for this DNA test
Yeah.
because, it just might be mine.
Yeah, and plus, that $300 or $400 may cost.
Your
Dang.
shoes, your sneaker
Yeah,
bill.
you cutting
You
into
didn't
my
want,
damn
yeah,
shoe collection.
yeah.
I
So,
can't get me
so
Jordan.
I can't look at him as a poor man because no, you didn't want to.
Oh, I'm not a
fork
poor man.
over your little sneaker money.
Listen, I ain't poor at all. I just want to pay for your mistake.
Because somehow it was mine. It's not.
It's your mistake.
We had a good
You are
time,
the
but it
one-
wasn't mine
That
on
was
its
your
own.
mistake. You're a woman. You told me you was good, and so now why I gotta pay for your bad decisions? Because I have to pay because you have been loose, and now didn't protect yourself, and damn well it's gonna be you anyway. You should realize your aunties, your grandmama, all them, they all got gang of kids by different dudes. You should used to that. You shouldn't have been caught like them. You shouldn't have been loose like them.
Should have did something different.
Yeah.
And
all
it
you
be true
had to
that.
do was go ahead, pay that little funky, I don't know how much it is, pay that little $500
And get rid of the situation.
get rid of the situation. And then, at that point, now if you do that, I'm gonna say this. If you do that for me, then maybe we could talk again about making a move, talking and seeing if we can do something moving forward. Because at that point, then we kind of know what's going on, then I can be protected next time.
Is the relationship okay if the woman decides on the same fence that the man decides?
Good question.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
What you think, producer?
I would say that if both people are usually having the conversation and they agree on what they're going to do, you can move forward as a unit. I think the biggest issue with being in a relationship where, especially once you're in that like situation where both people, where the woman is pregnant rather, and the man is against having the kid, is that you now have a fundamental rift that is not what's the word I'm looking for? Not closable. You can't close a rift of a child. Like if you want a kid and she does not want a kid, right? Mm-hmm. And she decides to have an abortion, flip it. Meaning she doesn't want the kid. You're automatically not gonna get back together either. Because he's gonna be like, you got rid of the one chance I had to have a child.
That is
like we always say, like men don't want kids, but there are a lot of men who have lost children because the girl that they had got pregnant didn't want to be pregnant. So she got rid of the child because it's her body. She's allowed to make that decision.
Oh, and she told him about it?
Yeah.
Because that could happen. Let's say that.
Why would you tell him then? I'm just
because that's what I'm saying. When that information comes out, especially if it's one of those things where you.
How does it come out?
It comes out in hostility.
I just want to know.
No, it comes out in hostility.
I just want to know.
Because you're right.
We're not together. We're not married. We don't have the same health insurance. Generally, these procedures you can do without health insurance. Mm-hmm. Technically, you can go by yourself. You can take your mom. You can take your best friend. You can take no one. It's a private situation.
It is.
So, as a woman, if you know I was just tangoing with this guy, I don't really want to future with him, I'm not ready, it's my body, I'm going to dispel my body of this pregnancy, and it's personal and it's my choice, then how does anyone else know unless you volunteer that information? And then why would you volunteer that information?
That's a good point. But women do that. They do that.
But in hostility is what your experience taught you.
Seeing a friend of mine who got that same information, it was out of hostility.
But was it a lie? Was she lying?
No, it was not a lie.
That's the other thing.
But you don't know.
Like,
but in that scenario, you don't know.
That abortion. Come to find out, bitch is lying the whole time. The woman is lying. Like, what?
But that's true because we hear stories of guys that said, okay, they both agreed. She said, I'm pregnant. I don't want it. She said, I don't want it either. Can you give me that $500, whatever it is, to get it done? And he breaks all $500.
Real quick. Oh, okay. Woo! That's a money scheme.
Yep. But you don't know. You give her the $500, she go out there and buy some new Gucci's or whatever.
Because she might change her mind.
That used to happen a lot back in the day.
So
like,
what
I
happened?
gave her the money for that shit 3 months. Yeah.
So now we really got a problem because now I done gave her the money.
So now this is deceit.
Oh,
this
my God.
This is a whole nother level.
Oh.
See, what we were speaking to is who's able to comment on how we're going with this decision, right? But that's deceitful.
Yes.
You said, hey, I don't want it. He said, hey, I don't want it. You said, okay, financially, I need a little bit of assistance or all of the assistance, right? Could you please pay for this procedure to happen? And he says, yes. And either you don't have the procedure or you don't have the need for the procedure. Deceit. Like, who wants to be involved with you? And this is not like any level of deceit. This is a high level of deceit, my dear.
That is such a high level or low level.
Yeah.
That she's dangerous.
Yes, she is.
Because
very much so.
Oh my God, you gave her money and then all of a sudden she tells you, I'm 3 months pregnant. I as a man said, did we fucking decide not to have a kid? Well, you know what? I went there and I changed my mind, or I talked to my pastor. He told me, based on what the Lord told him, that, I should keep it. Then I'm thinking, well, what you do with the money I gave you? Oh, I had to buy some clothes, had to buy some this. So now I'm all fucked up because now I have to deal with you.
You feel like you'd been taken advantage of because you have been. Because right in that moment where it could have been like spiritually or religiously, whatever would have changed your mind or just emotionally, it didn't sit well with you. you made a choice with someone.
Yes.
You pick up the phone, you drive back to their home. However, you go back to the drawing board and say, hey, that choice we made earlier is just not sitting well with me now. Let's talk about this again.
Mm-hmm.
Because you already brought them in on the decision making.
Yes.
Whatever the scenario is, if you bring someone in on decision making from the beginning, they have to be able to make the decision with you all the way to the end.
That's true. That's very true.
You can't take that back. It's just
No.
immoral.
Yeah, but we have a lot of people that do that.
Yeah.
And so now you have angst because now you have a relationship that's built on deceit, lies, and I can never trust you.
And now you want to bring a baby into all of that? Oh, he mad.
I am to the roof mad because now I didn't have to think about this because we agreed when the last time I talked to you, you agreed to take care of it. Now I'm showing you're 6 months pregnant now, so now I have to deal with you, and you lied to me. So now I'm in my head, my emotions like, how do I deal with this? Because now, how do I deal with her? More importantly, how do I deal with the baby? Because now I'm going to have to get involved because if I was a guy who was brought up by a single mama, I know that feeling because I don't know who my dad is. And I'll be damned if this kid comes into the world going through what I had to go through.
Yeah.
But now his fucking mama's deceitful. So I got to get involved because she lied about that. This bitch will lie about everything. So now I have to stay connected to you for his sake or her sake. And now I can't trust whatever. You ask me for money for anything. Where the bill at? Because now I'm not giving you shit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to buy it. What you need,
Yeah.
let me go buy them Pampers. Let me go and buy that formula. I don't trust you. And I'm never going to trust you.
So it seems like we walk into a situation where there is no foundation. And then deciding on what to do in this situation creates the foundation for their relationship as we move on.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's really what it sounds like.
You are.
Everything that happens in that decision making right there creates the foundation.
Forever.
Forever.
Because at that point, it doesn't change.
Yes.
It can't change. So now I know as a man, I have to fucking deal with you. And the baby is innocent in this situation. Baby just popped up. But now I have to, as a guy, I'm like, she's deceitful. She'll lie. She'll do any fucking thing. So I now have to possibly get a lawyer. First of all, we're going to definitely do a DNA. Because at this point, I don't trust you. We're going to do a DNA. I'm going to pay that money. I already paid $500 for the procedure that you didn't fucking do. So,
Mad.
Mad as shit. So now I got to find from the hospital. I'm going to go to the hospital. Listen, what is it going to take to get this DNA test? And I'll pay for it because I got to find out for sure. Because what I'm not going to do is assume that this baby mine in 18 years, I go down the road and they're like, oh, it wasn't yours. And I'm paid all this damn money. So now we're going to pay for that. Okay, I find out it is mine. Okay, now we got to come to some agreement or some realization. How do we deal with each other? Because I can't deal with you like I used to deal with you. Now it's got to be a business because I got to pick my kid up when I'm supposed to pick my kid up. You're going to do certain things. More money. I got to get a lawyer because you're going to get a lawyer. You're going to get somebody because once we finally spine, then you're going to do what you get. You're going to pick my pockets. I know he has a good job. You're going to try to take the maximum amount of money out of me because you know I'm a good dude. I work hard. I make good money. So you're going to try and maximize this money you're going to get. For me, I have to take care of that kid, but I don't want to fucking take care of you. You should be able to take your goofy ass out there and find a job to help take care of that kid along with me. It's not 100%. Shouldn't be 100% on me. It should be 50-50. Whatever. Child care, 50-50. It can't be. You got to take care of child care. No, the hell I'm not. You get a job, too, because you ain't living off the money I'm paying to take care of that baby. So you got to work it out. Do something. It's animosity.
Is the child support, the intent of the child support payment, is that intended for the woman to be able to live off of? Is that what y'all are feeling like?
Now, what we're hearing and what a lot of guys say is, it seems like we're paying a lot of money, but the money's going to your hair, your nails.
I had one guy say she wasn't able to afford to buy a home and buy the car until she had my child support order going through.
What?
Like you,
Goddamn.
like perhaps with her income on paper, she wasn't able to get the income bracket to afford the home she wanted. But perhaps with the extra, I don't know, $800 to $1,200 a month from a child support order, that looks like income on paper. So now you can afford more home.
You are absolutely right.
like-
I'm thinking about it. You're right. Because when they ask you about loans, they ask you, are you getting alimony? Are you getting child support? Because they consider that income.
Yeah.
So if she, let's say, you know, and I guess based on what you make, is what they take for you for child
Yeah, so
support.
you try to say, I want to take you for everything you got or as much as I can. That's not, is it based off the woman? I can't say, hey,
No.
I need this amount of money from him, Your Honor, give me that.
you
Doesn't he got his own formula
They
on
look
how
at
they going to base it off of?
what you make. They look at what you make at that particular moment. That's why a lot of women go back and forth, because some guys,
They may have made, let's say,
made no
50
money before, and then
Yep.
they get money for some reason. They got a new job or whatever, and they try to get a adjustment on the child support
Yeah,
to get more
because
money.
when the baby was 2, you was working at UPS.
There you
And
go.
now the baby's 12. You done got your little master's degree. Oh, boo, you making that money now.
Yep, exactly.
Send it over here. Yeah.
There you
Nah,
go.
your baby gonna level up too.
and you have to.
True that though.
You got to.
True
because
that.
You're going to go back. You're going to, they're going to ask you, let me see your pay stubs. You can't lie about your pay stubs.
No.
You got to turn that in. And what they're going to do is say, okay, based on your pay and based on this and based on percentages, and they're going to say, wow. That could be.
So why does the man feel so like angst against the woman? Like you all up in your feelings. Like I created the formula and say, how much she get. How much?
because the
Like why you
mind-
mad?
I tell you why I'm mad.
The judge did that.
In my head, this is an avoidable situation that we did not have to be in. Had you did what I asked you to do or what you told me you were going to do, but this is money that's coming out of my pocket because you didn't make the decision you told me you was going to make. If you had went through and got the damn abortion, we wouldn't have this discussion. But now I got to pay for it.
Just because I leveled up, right? Let's say, especially when it comes to adjustments, I leveled up because I spent time to get myself to this new level. And here comes this, I'm so serious. Here comes this fucking leech again, coming to bleed dry even more money that I just,
leech the child or the woman?
the woman.
The
No.
woman-
But it's child support. You're supporting the
But
child.
in our head, it's the woman because the child is an innocent. The child doesn't
But
say
you would
anything.
but in my mind, if I made a little bit of money when my kid was 2, and then I got put all the way on as I progressed, guess who progressed with me? So if my kids started off and they was wearing, shoes from Payless when you was 2, by the time, you got to 12, we in Saks, then guess what? That was natural progression. If I leveled up, the kid leveled up too.
But see,
so
my
the
thing-
man, likewise, if you was in my household and you leveled up in my household as my husband, you would level up your kid naturally with that.
But I'm not in your house.
But this is still your child.
It is, but like you said,
Why
I
you
can't
want to
control
be
your
so
house.
disconnected with that which you're supposed to be pouring into, which is supposed to also pour back into you?
Because it's almost like you're benefiting from everything, not just the baby. You're also benefiting
you don't
from
want
this.
her to.
No, I don't want you to
because
benefit. I
then
want
you
that baby.
take your own damn kid and raise your own kid, and I'll send your
Or
ass
you
to
can
check.
raise the
How
child
about
that you have been constantly
How about that?
raising
How about that?
and keep
Hey.
them at the level that they've
Yeah.
always been at.
Yeah.
See, because at that
Keep
point,
the child at what level?
No. But that's what. But so right, what you said was important. You said, okay, when you level up and you're in the household, you want your family to level up. That makes perfect sense. But I'm not in the household.
No. I'm saying it's easier for you to see and understand the format. When the people that you feed is the people that you feed, whether they're in your household or not.
No.
But you guys are more, it really is. You feed into who you feed into. You have your household which you directly feed into, and you know this on a regular basis. But the people that you feed into outside of your household, they are those people. You perhaps some people feed into their mom. Some people feed into their sisters. Some people feed into their brothers. Other people feed into their nephews. Some people feed into children that's outside of the household, right? And you pour into those households independent of your home also, right? And then as you level up, naturally everything around you levels up also. If my household shops at Walmart at one point, everything that I give out comes from Walmart also. Next level, perhaps now we shop at Target. Everything I give out comes from Target. Level up a little bit, now I'm at Macy's. Everything I give out is at a Macy's level. And that's what I'm speaking to as far as a natural progression. When you are somebody who operates at a certain level, everything around you eats almost at that same level. When you give gifts, you don't downgrade you don't go into a store that you normally wouldn't frequent in order to give. And that's the part that's it's hard for me to understand why that concept is not across the board with what you all are saying.
Well, see, here's the thing. The other thing I didn't bring into the equation is now I have a new boo. We have a kid. So now I'm loving up because in those 10 years, I could have got another boo, got another kid. But I also understand I still got the kid with you. But the boo I'm with understands, okay, you got to take care of that. So she's going to feel a certain way 10 years down the road when I went from that $40,000 a year dude to that $130,000 a year dude. Now, and we get, because you're going to submit some paperwork. And I'm like, don't I fucking pay her enough? Now I got to go to court and deal with this shit. Now he got her in her ear. Wait a minute, she asked for more money. Don't you give her bitch enough money for that baby and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I do. So now I got to hear that. Because now she's like, what she's saying is, you're taking care of that baby. So why the fuck she need any more money? If he need anything, you buy everything he needs. He don't want for anything. But now she's gonna be in my ears. She's asking for more money because she probably want to do some things. Because right now, you know, she see you drive. You went from driving a damn Hyundai to driving now a Rolls Royce, or you're driving a expensive car. So now she sees your upgrade. She sees your leveling up. She wants a part of that level up. Not the baby. She wants a part of that.
So now, and that's exactly what it is. It's you want to level up with it, because if I'm leveling up, like you said, I'm gift giving. I'm upgrading people around me. But these are all choices that I decide to make. As I do better, I make a choice every time to upgrade the people around me. Because trust me, as we had a conversation, if you drink top shelf liquor, and you got a friend of yours that drinks Mad Dog 2020, if they cool with you, you don't mind sharing your top shelf liquor. But they're a nigga who's kind of out here that's just kind of loosely connected to you, no, you're getting what you used to drink. You as my former whatever are used to this. If I'm a guy who's taking care of my stuff and I'm leveling up, I'm making sure my child is good, because by that point that's 10 years on. So now my kid's starting to get to a point where they can kind of be isolated from who you are as my former spouse, former girlfriend, former boo, former whatever.
Yep. I can agree.
I can deal with my child completely separate of
Absolutely.
You. So then when you say I'm taking you to child support to increase what you pay me, meaning you as my boo, that's just you wanting to get some of the pie too. Because I might be sending my child back home after they visit me with a brand new fit, making sure they get some new clothes or whatever. But you're sitting here saying, damn, why is this one child? Because you might have another kid, you might have another 2 kids. That might be your only kid. But you're seeing your child level up, but you're like, damn, that nigga won't shit when I met him. And now, like, look, I see my kid coming in Gucci'd out. Like, I want some Gucci too. So now you're saying, well, I'm still taking care of the child. Cost of living is going up, whatever. Listen, so it feels like you're wanting more.
Y'all trying me today. Y'all trying me today. Are you saying, hold that, break this shit. Put a break on this. Okay. Is the woman not with another man? Has she not leveled up herself? Because what type of women are we talking about? Because 10 years later, like, nah, if you leveled up, your kid has rights to also get more money if you don't have more children and more life going on, right? And I'm one who's going to respect that situation, right? However, what is this broad doing to where she's real live all up in your household trying to figure out, oh, my son pulled up in Gucci's and you can't afford your own Gucci's from your own man? What's happening?
You might not have a man. You might have one.
Like,
Yeah,
you might,
or may not, or you
I
could be
don't-
still living that same life. You probably now have. I'm gonna assume you don't have any more kids. You just have that one kid.
Okay.
And 10 years down the road, now I have changed because again, I now have a new boo. I have a wife. She's now my wife, and we have a kid.
Now y'all got more money. Shit. I'm a really tax child.
So now, see, we're married, got a kid on our own. We're doing our stuff. I'm still taking care of the kid. I'm seeing him when I'm supposed to. I take care of stuff. In fact, when it comes to him, he don't want for nothing. Mm-hmm. When we go on trips, we take him on trips.
Right.
So
It's your kid. You should.
my kid, I'm gonna take care of him, and I'm a responsible dude. So I'm gonna take care of him. I'm gonna make sure he has wherever school he wants to, wherever after school, extracurricular stuff, all that taken care of. You ain't gotta worry about that. But then all of a sudden you start saying, well, damn, he's gonna tell you, we were there and dad bought this and dad bought that, and let's say you don't have anyone. Let's say you
Because
just
that's what
struggling.
it sounds like you're speaking to.
Yes, your
the
woman.
single woman
Yep.
with a child who has decided to stay single.
Yes.
Okay.
Because maybe
There's
that
a
situation
difference.
fucked her up
Yeah.
so bad. She said, I don't trust motherfuckers no more. I'm just going to keep this
Okay.
kid and raise that baby the best I can. Because
And 9 times out of 10, if you are that woman, right, and you do spend the energy to raise that child by yourself, you're always fighting an uphill battle. If you do find somebody else, though, meaning if the woman finds another man, right, that guy's gonna pick up. If, let's say, for some reason now all of a sudden cost of living goes up, you need more money, you got another guy there, like, you're not gonna ask for more child support because you have more money coming in from having a whole nother individual in the household. 9 times out of 10, when that price adjustment happens, and it's usually a single woman.
Yeah.
Usually, you're not going to find a person who's already in a marriage with somebody who's also making even an iota more money than they are, saying, okay, now I need to go get more child support for my baby daddy because he's got more money now too, so we can get more money, unless that's how y'all niggas scheme.
Yeah.
Most guys are not going to sit here and say, no, I don't want you to increase the child support. I got that. That's my little nigga, especially if you in the house. Like, no, that's my nigga. I see him every day. I make sure he's taking care of his father, make sure he's taking care of when he's over there. When he's here, I make sure I take care of him. It's a point of pride.
Yeah.
It's a point of pride at the end of the day. You're not going to infuse my house with more money so my wife can do, like, nah, fuck that. And she's not going to ask for it. But if you're by yourself,
then you have to. Because
Yeah,
out of
because
necessity.
we had to make that clarification.
Yes, we had
We
to.
had to make that clarification.
Yes, it has to be a
because
single woman.
You cannot real life be a man inside of a household, and I don't care if they're your kids or not your kids. If this is your household, your woman is not going without, and your woman is not trying to snatch up everything from out of her ex's household and sweatboxing her ex. If you taking care of her,
Yeah, that's
just
true.
not happening. So yeah, no, let's speak to
Yep,
a certain type
yep.
of woman.
This-
Ladies,
this
you got to move on.
Yep, it got to be a
move on and find you a good guy.
And that's the problem. The problem is for women, I feel, could be wrong, when you get hurt, and this is a case of you, the old shattered versus broken scenario. If you put your all in emotionally into a particular person and that person breaks your heart, shatters your heart, and you don't really deal with it properly, and you just, it's almost like a badge of honor. It's like you raise this kid, it's a badge of honor. Like, he broke my heart, but I'm still that woman's going to take care of his responsibility and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to, whatever he owes me, I'm going to get from him because he broke my heart, because you never dealt with that issue of.
Or are you trying to say, as I raise the kid
Yes.
and take the money from him, that's me and even?
Or kind of like, let me step back. Let's say that guy that you had a baby by, a year later, gets someone else pregnant and gets married.
Yeah, naturally. That's what most of them do.
So, as a woman, how would you feel about that? Knowing that you have his baby, didn't work out with you guys, and now he done, a year later,
Listen.
found somebody else
Listen.
and got them pregnant, and they got married.
I'm ready to fight. I'm about ready to set it off. I'm calling up all my girls. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Everybody going down. Everybody, yo, what day is the wedding? Because we're there. I mean, I can only imagine the amount of hurt that a woman would feel in seeing a scenario like that. It's like you weren't good enough it's like you were chosen over, you're picked up, like you were used almost. Freaking old bag, like you bit into a chip. Chip was good. Mm-hmm. It filled you up.
Yeah.
You ate half the damn bag. And then you was like, nah, I'm good. I want Doritos. These Lay's not good enough. Oh, nah, woman gonna feel hurt. Real, set it off. Where my girls at?
See,
yeah.
and-
We ain't even
and-
wearing face masks. we ready to get caught. Because I can only imagine that that's that much anger and hurt that would be fueled inside of a woman.
And think about how many, what you just said, how many hundreds of thousands or millions of women have gone, millions of women have gone through that scenario. I mean, because again, I've been with him. I had a fucking baby by him. I thought we had a future together. Then I had to fucking take him to court and do all this shit. And goddamn, a year later, he didn't found somebody else. And he gonna tell me, oh, let me tell you, I'm getting married. So I can't pick the baby up this weekend because I'm gonna be in Cancun with my new wife. So, you know, you got this, I'll get it when I come back. And then when they come back, oh, by the way, you know what? She's pregnant now. So
The devastation.
And then you see somebody living a life that should have been yours.
Should have been yours.
that's the key.
Damn.
That.
Nah, you paying me for a long damn time. Because that pain, that ain't going to go away in 18 years. It's not. It's just not. I get it now. There's a whole lot of misery going on, and it's your fault, okay? It's y'all's fault.
See?
It's y'all's fault. Yeah.
Because again,
it's all y'all fault. Damn that. Y'all heard us all. As a whole.
See,
As a whole. As a whole.
And again,
Yeah.
on the flip side of that, I got my wife now. She's
Yeah.
in my ear because
Yeah.
we got a kid.
Yeah, she
Because
did
all
not
she gonna
ever
say,
say nothing to me. Yeah, and
See?
don't bring her around my kid neither. How about that?
There you go.
How about
I-
that? Because I'm
see?
mad now.
And I'm like, wait,
I'm
that's my
mad,
wife.
and she nice. She got the nerve to be nice.
She
Oh,
nice.
nice bitch. Keep trying to take the high road. I keep trying to fight her.
Yes.
She want to take the high road.
and here's the thing: she's going to be the mediator because now you're fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna
And
show
I'm
me
mad
all
at
that.
her too, and she keep trying to be the mediator.
But she
You
has
don't
to.
move her ass
She's a mother.
out of here.
Think about it. She's a mother.
Nah.
She has a baby. And she's like, I wouldn't want this baby to feel, that baby to feel like that.
Yep.
So I know you're mad, Malcolm. I know you're fucking pissed off. But we're going to go through this. We're going to pay her the extra thing. We're going to take it. We're going to still buy. And I'm going to say, well, fuck, I buy everything for the kid anyway. Go to the courts because, and I give the baby this. Keep your receipts. Because when you do go to court and she says that, oh, you don't do shit for the boy or the girl,
This is the level-headed one in the
that's the
situation.
level-headed. If you got a level-headed
Yeah.
wife, that's what's going to happen. But
No, if you don't have a level-headed wife,
now,
you're
if it's
a fool.
Now, if a different
You're a
one,
fool.
because there are
Your
I said
life
the good
gonna be
scenario.
miserable for forever as a man.
Yes, because now if you get that bullshit
She's
ass
fueling
wife,
all the bullshit,
she's like, fuck that.
and
you
she
know,
with the shits.
She, what you paying her? Shit, that's all you gonna make. That's
Yeah.
all she need. Which you ain't taking care of her. Fuck her. She left go find a man.
Yeah.
Fuck you taking care of her and the boy.
But that's true.
yes.
Let her go find a man, because
There
we
you go.
keep saying the same thing. Ultimately, she need to find a man.
Yeah.
Remember we saw that video where the guy was saying he was going to buy his kid something, and the woman was like, you already paid fucking child support and all this other. Remember she pissed an entire bitch about it.
She sure did.
Strictly because he was like, well, no, she said the kid needs.
And she said, yep, she said, fuck that kid. That's what his wife said about his kid they had by someone else. Fuck that kid.
Yeah.
And she said, and I was like, oh my God. So he's living in hell. He is living in his own hell because that was some shit that he just found out. She felt that way. She always felt that way because he probably said, I got a kid. And she's like, okay, whatever. We got kids. So fuck her. She all right. You gave her money. You be all right.
Yeah.
That money, take that money out of child support and buy that.
Yeah.
Why you got to go out and buy separate shit? And literally, she told him, you can get the fuck out. Because if you buy him something, you got to go. His wife said that to him. And he was just like, wow. She was like this. Fuck
Is
him.
it an illegitimate child, or was this a
I
child?
think it was
for her?
I think it was a child he had before he met her.
Okay.
So, but for her, it was like, fuck it. You pay child support. Don't give no more. Let her take that money out that child support. And I'm pretty sure.
Sometimes it's a double dip. It's like, I know you mentioned that you would pay earlier, that you would pay child support and extracurriculars, but sometimes when you have the child support order for a full-time parent, some of those things are supposed to be part of those expenses that you.
Don't know. See, I didn't know that. I don't know how that works. Is it,
Yeah, I mean, I would just assume that, like, before and after care, something like that.
Yeah.
You should be helping that child support
Yeah.
order. I mean, I just assume. I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't know what the money.
But
I
for
don't know
the
if it's-
woman's perspective, and who, especially who's living it, I would assume she knows. And she's like, nah, bro, we're breaking our household. We were probably late on the damn light bill a few good times. And she's choosing to, like you all said before, instead of using the money properly on the child for the thing that the child wants, dance class, soccer class, football, specialized training,
Yes.
braces, new bed, furniture.
Yep.
If it's paying the mortgage or it's paying the car note, stuff like that, then I can understand why a woman would be like, hold on, she's misallocating those funds. And if we keep just sending stuff or funds into that household, she's going to continue to misallocate those funds. That child knows that we sent the money. That money was there for soccer shoes.
And
She should be using the money appropriately.
And it's true. You know why? How you will find out? That child will tell you.
Yes.
Because you say, hey, Johnny, I bought you some. Where your shoes at? Oh, Mom said you didn't give me no money. I did give your mama money, extra money for
Yeah.
those shoes, but she told me you didn't give me no extra money. So now in your head, like, this bitch is taking money and ain't getting the shit he's supposed to.
Or if every visitation your kid need a haircut.
Or new clothes.
It's like, oh, mommy, come on, you guys are right. You can't live off of the child support. You got to actually allow that support to support the kid. So if the kid is going to dad's house on the weekend and they show up in too small clothes and no haircut, but yet you receive the whole order and you couldn't spend $30 on a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
The guys are questioning, and you would have right to question, what exactly are you spending the money on? And don't get me wrong, part of the child support order is absolutely for room and board, right? We have to afford groceries for the child. We have to afford a place for the child to lay their head at,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
We need money for after school snacks and just to be able to kind of let the kid do what they kind of grow up, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Comfortably.
Yes.
But that shouldn't be one person's burden to bear, right?
No.
You haven't secured the lifestyle where someone's taking care of you.
And you're angry.
I think
you're
that
angry.
that's the point that you all are trying to make as far as the child support order is concerned, that the women want the child support order to kind of create that at-home mom scenario.
Yes,
And
so-
that's not something that you earn.
I saw a case, it was on TV, where the guy was paying $10,000 a month child support. And she took him to court because he didn't want to pay for her equestrian lessons. So the judge asked him, how much you paying? He said, I pay $10,000 a month. And it comes out first of the month.
Yeah.
And
He
said,
can afford it.
he can afford it.
He can afford it. So, because I'm not like Boo-hoo, oh my goodness, $10,000. If your order is your order, you can afford it.
You can
That's
afford it.
just number one, right?
Yep.
However, comma,
She said the equestrian lesson is an additional $5,000 a month. And I think he should pay the additional $5,000 a month because that's the activity that our son likes to do. So he should pay that $5,000. So the judge said, wait a minute. He had a court order of $10,000. And you want to pay $5,000 more dollars. She said, what do you do for the $10,000? She said, and I quote, I don't work. I stay home. I make sure that he gets off the bus. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I take care of the bill.
$120,000 a month.
Exactly.
A year, rather.
The producer was even pissed off by that. That's what the judge said. The judge said, wait a minute. You get $120,000 a year for child support, and you couldn't scrape out $5,000 a month for this equestrian. Oh, she loves that. She said, well, you need to go ahead and reallocate. You need to get a job. She said, oh, I can't do that because that's going to take me away from being there for my son the whole time. So I can't do that. So finding a job is impossible. She said, you can't find a couple hours here and there while the kid's in school? No, I can't do that because I have to be there and fully for my kid. She said, let me say this to you. One, I'm not going to give additional $5,000 for this. And two, you need to get a part-time job because I be good and goddamn, this man's paying $120,000 a year. and he was paying for the kids to go to private school. So that was totally outside
of the order.
So he said, "Yeah, I'm paying for that too." She said, "I don't want to know." She said, "You ain't getting it. Get a job." And she was like, "I can't believe my kid's supposed to suffer in the area I live in." She said, "Where you live in?" She said, "Orange County, California." She said, "You need to move."
Yeah.
She said, he's accustomed." She said, "No,
You're
you're accustomed to living there.
Yeah.
But you need to become unaccustomed and take your ass somewhere else that you can afford and do all the stuff this kid wants to do."
And what's the other part of that?
And she was like pissed off.
No, stay humble. Because that's what got you into that place.
Yep.
That's what got your ass there, right there.
Exactly.
Like, okay, your kid can't afford that because you can't afford that, so you move on. It's like if your kid wanted to play hockey. Like, no, nigga, you play soccer. Go outside. With the ball.
Take that ball.
We ain't renting no ice time. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
We ain't buying no damn ice skates.
Nope.
None, and we ain't getting no sticks.
Nope.
Realistically, if you cared about your child and what they wanted to do that bad, like if that was that important to you, you wouldn't move. You would move to a place that $120,000 would cover rent for the entire year, and you would still have $80,000 worth of play money to do whatever the fuck you wanted. And then your kids could go.
That's called you
wherever they
being
want.
humble, though. You would have to be humble in order to
Exactly.
do that.
But what she said, it's beneath me. I got to stay in Orange County, California, and which the fucking the low rent houses are $1.3 million. Low rent, and he's paying for the kid to go to private school. So that's not even coming out your pocket. And he's like, and the guy said, I also have 2 other kids, so I'm taking care of. So he's like, I'm just trying. He said, I just need some help. So just I'm gonna give you some help. Keep paying that, and you move and do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah.
But those are the kind of women you're like, that's bullshit, because you're just trying to live a lifestyle off of me.
That's it.
A lot of women aren't like that.
Yes.
A lot of women just struggling, just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
They work at Giant.
Not even
they make
struggling.
whatever.
Like I don't want to see the struggle.
No.
So you send over this assistance, this help, which makes sense, and I'll do my part.
Yep.
Work my little job that I've been working, date my little people that I've been dating, try to find the one, and we just do what we do, carry on, move on. That's the normal thing to do.
Women can't get over their hurt. It's the emotion. I think for me, it's the emotional part for women, because a lot of women just, like I said, when he found out he's doing better or he's done something different, he's moved on, found out, that's a hurt, because you have to look at that kid every day and be reminded that your daddy didn't find me good enough to even marry. I'm good enough to have your child, but I'm not good enough to put a ring on you or to live a lifestyle as a unit.
So you know what that is, right? We have to sit in that moment and accept the fact that we did things out of order. That hurt, right? And it's something that we do have to get over. But we have to have a lot of accountability in that. And the fact that we did not secure the ring prior to the bedroom, right?
Yep.
You didn't secure the deal, and you gave away the cow.
Oh my God!
Right, the baby.
All that free milk.
I mean, straight up, when you gave the whole baby away, like he didn't even have to marry you before you delivered. Pause. You should have paused a long time ago. So I get we experienced it earlier. I get the hurt. I get the misery. But ultimately, again, as an adult, when we're playing in the world of adulting, our job is to protect our own self, right?
Always.
My birth control is my birth control. It's not our birth control. It's not your method on how you stay baby free. It's my method on how I stay baby free.
There you go.
And I'm not trapping you, bamboozling you into anything. If you want to come into the room with me and play the game that we play, guess what? The outcome is going to be what the outcome is. And I don't think that we even answered the question that we started with. You play the grown-up game, and guess what? It can screw you all the way.
And it happens every day. At this moment, somebody's life about to get fucked up at this particular moment.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the world, somebody's life about to get fucked up because they made bad decisions. Because you didn't be an adult about the situation. You didn't level up. Because again, if you know you play the game, if I go and have sex with her anyway, it's a possibility that things could happen.
Yes.
And at that point, I don't want a kid. I can't afford a kid. I'm not mentally ready for a kid. Okay. But I love having fun. I love doing all the stuff I need to do. Let's do this, but had that conversation. Listen, we're going to do some things. Are you protected? I got this. Because now the conversation I need to have with you. You may be allergic to latex.
Yeah.
So I can't just put a latex on. All of a sudden, we're in the middle. All of a sudden, you're like, hop up and run, and all of a sudden, you're taking Benadryl because you're allergic to it. And it's like,
ain't no fun no more.
No, fun gone.
Because you didn't want to have a conversation before fun.
A simple, I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable having that conversation. Okay, you feel uncomfortable having a conversation about birth control, but you about to go ahead and do some freaky shit that afterward you guys look at each other like, ooh, I can't believe I did that shit. But you couldn't talk. You can talk, have the conversation, be an adult, whatever happens, happens. And if something happens, you on birth control, I'm on birth control, and the baby happens, it happens.
Yes.
Now you have to be a responsible adult because that baby should not suffer because whatever you did didn't work. Okay,
Good
the baby here now.
choices.
So now I got to take care of that kid. And now you have to say, okay, am I going to be with her? And as a guy, you have to say, okay, if I'm good enough to sleep, before you even sleep with her, if she gets pregnant, could she be a woman I'll be with? You should get to know that before that happens, not after it happens. Or I didn't know she was like that. What the fuck were you doing other than looking at, gazing into her eyes, gazing into your eyes?
I think ultimately men don't value the liquid gold, right?
No, because
they
it just
don't.
happens.
You just give it away so freely, and then like, girl, you supposed to get rid of that. Come on, it's gold. We grabbing that thing out and we is keeping it and pumping that for how long? Solid 18 years. I'm straight.
18 years, and that is what happens to these fools. And then they're blaming everybody else, still looking in the mirror and saying, I'm the cause of this. But let's not make this even worse.
When you can blame yourself for everything going on in your life,
Yep.
you can start making a change.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is it in a box, in a nutshell with a bow on top. Be accountable for your decisions. And you know what? I'm going to leave it there. Can't add any more to that.
Wrap it up on that.
I'm going to wrap that up. Ladies and gentlemen, we had this hot discussion today. I need you to send some comments. I need you to give me your thoughts. And listen, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. And listen, you can reach me on IG at Overcome to Become. T, how we reach you?
At Trust_City.
That's it. Peoples, stay safe out there and wrap it up. Peace.